Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the second part of this video, we will talk about different ways we can position size a trade, and we'll take an example of a system and how we can position size that system. Right. So there are various ways as I discussed before. So one of the ways is fixed size, where what they'll do is irrespective of the capital, they will trade the fixed contract, right? So they will start with 10 lots and they will keep on trading 10 lots, even if their capital increases or decreases. So there is no kind of compounding kind of thing happening here, right? Second, which is typically the most famous and most easy to understand, is X rupees per lot type of position sizing, right? So say you have a 2 lakh rupee, you trade one lot, and then when you reach 4 lakh rupee, you trade two lots. When you reach 6 lakh rupee, you trade three lots. So there is an automatic compounding which is happening here, right? The third is a leverage based for option selling and future positional. This is something I think it is important to cover here, and I'll cover why we need to uh, decide a different way to position size for positional system than an intraday, right? And then the fourth one, again, you all must have heard, is a risk per trade type. We will take a 1% risk per trade, or we will take a 0.5% risk per trade. But the important thing is to decide for this particular system, what is a good risk per trade, right? Whether we should take 0.5% or 1% or whatnot. And the fifth one is a martingale, which I personally, I don't like it, but just for the sake of covering, the thing is martingale means when you lose, you trade more, right? So you increase your risk as you lose, right? And the assumption is that since we cannot always lose, so if we have got a three loser, there is no, what is the probability of getting a fourth loser, and then what is the probability of getting a fifth loser? So if we keep on increasing our risk, right, we might get a big winner with a higher position size, and that will cover for all the losses. I cannot relate to it, so I will not cover it. Okay, let's move ahead, right? So now let's go to this Google Doc and talk about X rupees per lot position size, right? So let's say I have a very simple Nifty system which is backtested for 10 years. Please keep in mind, I'm not covering here like if we are backtested for 1 or 2 years, you have to backtest for a long duration to get these stats in the first place, right? And after backtesting for 10 years, what we have got is we have got a max DD of 450 points, right? So if somebody wants to trade this system, right, the first thing I will do is I will assume real DD to be 2x, right? So I will say in reality, I will face a 900 point drawdown, right? Right. So now the more conservative you are, the bigger this number can be for you, right? So somebody will say, okay, I can assume 3 times of the max DD or 4 times of the max DD, right? And it is a choice for you, right? And I'll cover some more things later in this video, but for the time being, let's assume that the drawdown, max drawdown is 2 times of the back tested one, right? So with this drawdown, we will lose around 900 into 75, right? Which will come around 67,500 rupees, right? And to trade one lot of Nifty, we need around 1,70,000, right? So if we add these two, right, then we get a capital with which, if we trade this, right, which is somewhere around 2,35,000, right? All we are making sure is we will not run out of capital. So we are not making sure anything else here, right? All we are making sure we need 1.7 lakh to trade the system. Historically, my backtest shows a 450 points drawdown. In reality, I have assumed 2 times of that drawdown. And if I add the two numbers, I will come up with a capital with which if I trade the system one lot, then I will not run out of the capital and I can trade the system long enough for my age to play out. Okay, so now what is the problem do you see with this position size? The first problem I see is if I really hit 2x of the max DD, then what will be the drawdown on my capital, right? So if I really hit 2x of my max DD, I will lose 67,500 rupees. And if my capital is 2,35,000, right, then it will be 28% of drawdown on my capital, right? Now the question is, am I really okay with it? Am I okay with a 28% drawdown, right? So as I've already covered, right, we actually overestimate how much drawdown we can really handle. And I personally think that on a bigger capital, we would not be okay with a 28% drawdown. So now, how do we solve this problem, right? For us to solve this problem, it's a very simple math. There is nothing fancy about it. Say somebody is okay with a 20% drawdown, right? What all he has to make sure is whatever is this 67,500, this number has to be 20% of my capital, right? So what will be my capital to trade one lot? My capital to trade one lot then will become 67,500 divided by 0.2. And it will come to around 3,37,000, around this number, right? So as you can see, as somebody became more risk averse, as somebody started getting bothered about the drawdown, their position size became conservative. Now let's take an example of somebody who is okay with a 10% DT, right? What he will say, okay, whatever is the 67,500 number, right? This has to be 10% of my capital. So he will trade one lot with a 6,75,000 rupees, right? So as you can see, as we became more risk averse, as we started getting bothered more about the drawdown, right? Our position size started reducing, or we started trading less contract for the same money, or we increased the money with which we will trade one lot. So, I mean, this is no rocket science, right? It is very simple. The more risk you take, the more return you are targeting, the more you will get into drawdown. I mean, there is no two ways about it. Okay, now let's talk about what more can be done with the system, right? So we will talk about Monte Carlo simulation later and how that can determine further, right? And we'll take a simulation example and do that. But simply, right, without any complication, right? If we assume our real drawdown to be more than the backtested drawdown, right? And we increase that number, we will become more conservative if for all these traders. So if now the number which was 900 points max DD becomes around 1500 points. So we are assuming much worst case than the backtest. So we are assuming almost 3.5 times of the backtest is what will happen in the real life. Then our margin requirement plus DD position size will change. And accordingly, if you keep on doing the same thing of 20% and 10%, your capital required to trade one Nifty lot, Nifty future will increase as well, right?